Welcome to Cheetah Death Fabrication. My name is Eddie, and today we're going to be working on a Nissan Xterra. So a customer of mine had messaged me and asked me to fabricate him some mounts for a brush guard that he got off of somebody. Cool, no problem. It'll be quick, easy mount. But when I went to test fit the actual brush guard onto it, I found that it was too short, and the mounts for the brush guard to go onto, I guess, the mount that goes to the frame were way too narrow in comparison to the actual frame rails. So I had to let him know, hey, unfortunately, the brush guard doesn't fit. What do you want to do? Of course, he was bummed out. I was bummed out. But I let him know, hey, you can pick it up whenever you want to. And after some talking, we decided to go ahead and ditch the brush guard and just build a complete front bumper. So as you can see, I've already removed the bumper. I've got some tape in place to where I need to cut a little bit of the grill to make it even. And what we're going to be doing is fabricating an entire bumper that'll mount straight to the frame rails. Come up pretty simple, no extra stuff, no winch or anything like that. I think he did want some D-rings welded on so that he could put shackles on it. But anyways, I'm going to start making the templates that are going to go to the frame rails. Nothing too fancy, a lot of cardboard aided design. So here's a template for the actual frame mount, and this is going to go right in here. Those holes line up. From here, we're going to have a piece that goes up like this, over, and basically meet with this whole line right here to where the bumper's going to sit. Okay, so I've got the template mount for the frame rail already bolted in and secure. I've got a 90-degree angle here where this is going to go back here. This is where the bumper's going to sit. So I need to mark down here, as that's the bottom of this mount, and then basically have this angle all the way up like this. And depending on how far the bumper sticks out, this can be adjusted. But normally what I would do is I would cut in here too, but I think there's actually enough room in there for this to fit in there perfect and nothing else gets in the way. Holds up the grill real nice, and there's still room in here for the actual bumper. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this cut out and then start on making a template for the pieces that go over here in the front on the side, and then on the side over here. Go ahead and tape this piece to the actual mount itself, or the template on this side, and also on this side. A little bit of tape here to keep it in place since it's just cardboard. And then you can see here, I actually made it a little bit bigger than what I had marked the first time, just to be safe. So we've got some room here, a little bit more than before. That way, when we're actually bolting the bumper in, there's a little bit of room for it to move around, and we can move it to be flush. So it leaves some room for adjustability. So this is what I've got so far. Every now and then, it's kind of cool. Guesstimations kind of work out very well. And where I had cut it here just as a template actually worked out really well where the front of the bumper line is going to be, because that's going to go all the way across. So this is going to be this part over here. A little tab's going to come down here. This is going to go straight across, and then the front of the bumper is going to start right here at this line. What I am probably going to have to do though is, since this is way too long for what we're trying to do, I'll probably have to trim it right about here, and then from here go all the way to that little corner right there. That way I can just slice off that piece. But so far, pretty fucking good. So I went ahead and trimmed from this point all the way down to this corner here. This measures out to 5 inches. So what we're gonna do is make it 5 inches from here all the way across to the other end. Basically replicate this on this end, and then add the pieces that go here and right there on the side. So after a lot of measuring and cutting and tape and cardboard, we end up with this right here. I put a little bit of tape right there, make sure it stays up. right there too. If you look down here, this goes all the way back in there. Same with the other side, it's identical. So this is what I was talking about, leaving a little bit of room in here. That way, when we actually go to put the bumper on, and I'm trying to, you know, make sure that I leave room for the difference between cardboard and actual steel. So when we put it up, we'll be able to move it up a little tiny bit. That way, this will sit right on top of the bumper. Or if we wanted to leave a little bit of a gap like that, we could also do that too. So now the next step is going to be taking all this apart, transferring all of these measurements and templates to steel. That way I can start fabricating the actual real bumper. So that's going to be the end of this video. I basically wanted to take you along the process of designing and getting something templated the way that I do it. Anyways, a lot of other manufacturers and companies obviously use like software and, you know, a lot of really expensive fancy shit. So this is something that you could do if you wanted to. It's very simple. All you need is cardboard and tape and measuring tape. So that's it for this video. In the next video, I'm going to be doing the welding and the fabricating and hopefully a nice little test fit. After that, it'll be paint and then it'll be all complete. So if you stayed and watched this entire video, I really appreciate you. It'd be really cool if you subscribed, leave a little like on the video. I always appreciate feedback too. If there's another vehicle that you want to see done, I can try to go out of my way and reach out to somebody. Or if you have a vehicle that you want something done to, you can message me on Facebook or Instagram, or just leave a comment and let me know. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for part 2.